Good day, everybody. Welcome. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you for all of your blessings and your provisions. Thank you for your kindness and your grace and your mercy. I just ask that you would give me some energy and some wisdom and discernment as we go into the markets. Please let anyone that's joining in also have good discipline and wisdom and discernment as they go and do their job in the market. I ask these things in the name of Jesus, Yeshua. Amen. All right. So it is Thursday, and at 8:30 we have unemployment claims. It's in 30 minutes. And then just some yellow folders for the rest of our session. So hopefully the unemployment claims will bring us some good volatility to start our session out in a good way and hopefully end it in a better way than we did yesterday. Man, what a tough day that was. All right. Okay, I'm just going to clean these charts up. So, yesterday, as we finished things up, I had made my money back finally. I'm trying to just get a good view of it. But essentially, through here, I caught this leg back up. And that put me ahead on the day after that. The loss, I still don't know how it happened or where it came from. Ben was saying maybe it was a big spread jump, and that is a possibility. But I haven't done any look in to see exactly why that happened. But anyway, that set us back a whole bunch, but just kept grinding through using the same process and just made it back. Whether it was fair and square, I don't know, but we made it back and ended up a few dollars in the positive. And then I ended up later in the session, I ended up getting into some more trades through here, and they ended up dragging all the way through the Tokyo session, and then ended up being stuck through some of them through the London session. And then I just left a bunch of trades on and went to bed. I just didn't even bother staying up to deal with it. And thankfully, those ones hit their targets. And so we are starting this morning off on a good note. We're above the 500 mark in this account, which means we're over halfway to the goal of scaling up this account. Good morning, Vin. So good to have you. Good day to you. How's your day been so far? Did you get to trade in your London session? Because I was. Take off the trade history. Let's go have a look on the daily. So the start of the week, we had that nice bullish bar breaking out. And then here's Tuesday, starts pulling back, and Wednesday. Yesterday we had that news just with crazy dollar strength, just pushed the market down super heavily. Took a couple initial losses, which were no big deal, and then had that just totally unexpected loss. And here we are today, just in consolidating. So we could see that, well, I don't know, maybe this news will take us out of this little range now. But now yesterday's bar was a pretty big bar, wasn't it? 90 pips. Yesterday was a 90 pip range. So decent sized bar, but we can definitely break it today. Go one way or the other. There's the hour chart. There's that. That was the move that got me out of all my London session trades. Well, and the end of my New York and the end of my New York session trades cleared out on that move. All right. Not trading today. Had to go out shopping and still sorting out the new account. Yeah, you don't want to have account issues while you're trying to trade because, man, trading's hard enough as it is. The last thing you need is account issues on top of already like the hardest job ever. Okay. So, oh yeah, what was I going to do? I was going to look at which way. Do I still have that bullish bias is the question. Because I think I still kind of do. But I'm going to let unemployment claims do the talking this morning. Just see what happens with that. But I'll take this. I think, how much time do we have? We've got 21 minutes before the news. I would rather be stuck in longs that were going against me for the news than I would rather be stuck in shorts with the news going, well, I feel like I'm just more confident being in longs when the news hits. So, but that did not work out for me yesterday. Just watch and learn. Nice. Yeah, news in 20 minutes. All right. Well, let's just that's the market is right in the middle of this everything right now, so I gotta let it extend one side or the other, and then I'll probably will grab a long or two or 10. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna short that right there. And there's profit. I'm gonna take it immediately because that's my rule. When it turns into profit immediately, I just take it. So that was a half second long trade, and I'm just gonna go long now. How's that for starters, Vin? To a half second long trade or 1 second. Not bad. Call it a win. Good way to start. Okay, just probably add one more level in here as a little bit of support for the long side. Something like that. Just gonna back out a little bit again, and yeah, so here's the 15-minute chart. I'm gonna just it's still not far enough. I'm gonna have to back out to the 1 hour. Here we go. This is what I'm still kind of using as my bullish bias for now. We had the news that just smashed right onto that trend line yesterday and bounced pretty good, and then we've had a couple higher pivots start to come in here. So that for me is what's leaning into the bullish side, but you can go either way definitely for now. And then we can really see if the unemployment claims decides it's going to pick a strong direction. But like I'm not super biased into the long side. I just kind of going off that for now. Okay, if it can pop down, I'll get into another long. Just a little bit lower. Okay, right there. And then I gotta wait till it gets down here. And I'll just put one more trade in there. I'm not gonna stack in too heavy just yet. So just one more trade down here. Then maybe I'll get into a couple here. Maybe I'll spread it out a little bit between these two levels. Don't want to be too heavy before the news in case I have a scenario like yesterday. Man, like I really didn't care that I had a few trades on that like I was just wrong on the way the news was. That was fine, but yesterday's like that whole position loss was not cool. But regardless, the end result is good process, good mindset wins. You just keep doing your process over and over, even when things are like super dirty. Like that was not. I don't know what happened there, but just good process, good mindset, and just keep pushing through. Don't worry about whether it's fair or what happened. I mean, like in some cases, I guess like you can go to the broker and try and sort things out. But for me, the quickest solution was just just for me to fix it on the charts, just go back to work rather than like if it happened again, I'm not gonna tolerate that without a little fight for sure. But I haven't had that happen before. That's the first time that that happened yesterday. So let's just hope it was just a one-off thing. Yes, Finn, I did start with a prayer this like when I opened every morning. Have not missed one of those as far as I know. And I usually wake up an hour and a half before this, so that's 6:30 a.m. my time. I wake up to get into my personal prayer and devotions, and but last night I was up until 3:30. I was actually starting to write a little mini sermon that I signed up for a little uh, preaching course with my church. And so I'm supposed to do a little 10-minute sermon coming up this Saturday. We're all meeting together and we're like a bunch of us are just kind of like doing some little mini sermons for fun. And so this will be my first time trying to preach a little 10-minute mini sermon. So I was trying to put that together last night, like late into the night while kind of cleaning up some trades. So I didn't get up at 6:30 because I was just up so late. It was like 3:30 or 4 when I got to go to bed. But I usually start every morning. I get up at 6:30 and do my prayer and Bible reading. All right, we're gonna get like a mini Head and Shoulders come in here maybe. This comes back down. Yeah, thanks. Good. Just praying that the Spirit will lead me and that it's nothing about me, but just that I would be a conduit for the truth of His Word. right, we're gonna get that push back down. Kind of feel like we're gonna try and make this little head and shoulders. Oh, I remember you messaged me. I don't think I even looked at it. I kind of missed a lot of things yesterday. Yesterday was a super busy day. The past few days have just been packed. Okay, see the difference between my chart and yours? Oh my. Look at that. I just turned my head to see you trading and then looked at my screen and crashed 15 pips each trade. Very interesting. Huh. Very strange. And that's that new broker? What Black Bull was it? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, that's Awanda. Man, what the heck's going on with Awanda? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Man, that is strange, though. That is really strange. And set up MT5 with Black Bull. Okay, 5 minutes to the news. Just hope that the volatility is good. The volatility was decent yesterday through that session, and that's what helped to gather up the pips to bring it back. And it kind of, like, if I get an opportunity to just make a little bit of profit on that top trade that's sitting there, I might just peel it off before hitting that target. Here, how about I just pull this down, pull that target down just so it can get out of it. Okay, volatility is definitely picking up now. You can see in these candles the participants. Okay, we just took the profit on that. Participants are coming in. That's good. You can see the action on that candle. All right, I'm gonna just clean up those charts. And get ready. Also, Vin, did you see that I was making some of those shorts videos on YouTube? Like I did a recap yesterday. I don't know if you saw those or not. I started doing them. I'm trying to do them like consistently, pretty much every day. It's if I'm having one of those really long sessions, and then sometimes I'm not doing those shorts. But I'm trying to just like finish up. Like hopefully we'll finish up on a much better time today, instead of getting stuck in full on repair mode for hours. Larry's at VA today. Like he's in Virginia, or is that what VA is? Okay, you're getting really close to the news. I gotta pull up the news. All right. All right. I'm just kind of excited to not start today off in some losses. So we've got a minute to the news right now. And Father, let me be grateful for every 2 pips that I gather up today. Thirty seconds. Okay, news in 10 seconds. Candle starting to whip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm getting my finger on the buy for some dips. Okay, gonna buy that. There's a profit. Negative on the dollar. Forecast was 222K. We ended up 227K, so a little bit on the negative side. So I am gonna stay on the buy side for now. That's dollar weakness for the moment. Okay, I'm gonna buy those dips. Just finger on the trigger though. Okay, strong wick on the 1 minute chart candle. Doesn't mean too much when it's just the first minute of the news. There we go. Second one fired off. Well, that was not much of a news event. 7 pips for unemployment claims. Not much going on with that. Unlike our 60 pip candle yesterday. Yeah, look how much quieter this one is. Like there's people in the market, but not much interest in moving it right yet. Okay, yeah, I didn't see them yet. I just started doing them, so I'm trying to see if I can get more activity on the channel, and I kind of just want to see if we can get a few more people in here. But regardless of what happens, I truly feel like the Father is leading me to do this. So I'm going to just keep doing it, regardless of who shows up for the next little period of time. Just try to do as he leads. Keep doing this. All right, you got it. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun, and it's forcing me to be better at being well, a trader and demonstrating as well. So I'm happy to keep doing it for now. Yeah, more we'll watch later and may join live too as news spreads. It's just going to take some time for people to even know this channel exists. But you're one of the first. I mean, Larry showed up. Man, I think it was like day 2 or day 3. I don't know. Maybe it was even day 1. Larry was just there right away. I couldn't believe it. And then you came right after. And so I think this is week 4. It's 3 full weeks of doing live trading every day, and this is week 4. Okay, I'll just buy this little dip. Doesn't even quite get my target on a good spot. We got another spot down here. It's the next level. And then I'm seeing that news pivot should provide some kind of support maybe if it drops down. 705. It almost bumped back down to the 700 level. I just put the 700 level on there. 1.187 right there. Didn't quite bump into it. And we just went through it before our session. Oh, the other thing too is my Alveo platform seems to be finally working. So I'm going to load that up now and just see if I can get it working alongside and see if I can run everything at the same time. Because I want to move back over to doing my live trading on Alveo. That was my initial thoughts and goal, and that I would like continue to tag the apiary fund and like just support them. Sean has been such a great mentor to me over the years, and feel like I owe him anything that I can. And so I would like to be able to promote the apiary fund a little bit with this YouTube. All right, it is just trying to load up. I've had such a hard time with my Alveo platform for the past 3 weeks now. I think 4, like since I started this YouTube channel, I haven't been able to get my platform functioning properly. And they've been working on it in the background for this entire time. So it's been, well, we're coming up on, yeah, 3 weeks. Okay, so you joined in at the start of week 3 then, or was it the end of week 2? Yeah, Euro's just pushing up slowly, but not nearly the activity I was thinking. Unemployment claims didn't get it moving. Well, I mean, it's okay. This is all right. Okay, I'm just gonna buy this. Target is in just below the high, so that's okay. Probably get one more trade in here. One more there, one more here. And then I'll get into some heavier positions down here. And just try and keep that pyramid stacking organized. Yesterday got a little bit, I oversized. That's the easiest thing to do is with this way of trading. It's so easy to oversize. And if you oversize, you wreck the effectiveness of the system. So got to really focus on not oversizing as we're trading. But even when you do mess it up, it's still pretty effective. Like yesterday, it was not nearly a perfect execution, but it still worked. It still worked out, even though I didn't execute it perfectly. So that's good. And you got to rely on, I think one of the biggest things is relying on knowing your price cycles and how often your stop losses will get hit. Like for me, after we tagged them on the initial news move, like after that, I just traded with confidence, knowing that those swings should not get to my stop losses because they very rarely do, and just kept trading. And took forever to get it back after that funny loss, but still got it back. Yeah, I think mine was my particular instance or my platform was a little bit unique. Like I know that there's other people trading on LVO just fine for that period of time. And so it might have been something with my operating system, my computer that was, I don't know, but whatever it is, that seems like they fixed it and I do have it loaded up now. Oh, wait a sec. Oh no, it's kind of frozen. Yeah, it's not actually loading up. Now that could be because I'm trying to do too much at once, but it is locking up. Yeah, Alveo is struggling. Okay, I got it shut down for now. I'll give it another shot, try and reboot it. But I finally placed some trades on it yesterday or the day before after weeks of it not working. Okay, I'm just going to add a long right in here. It's a little bit tight for that long trade. I want that target to be below that candle's pivot. So ideally the target would be in here. So that's a little bit too tight of a squeeze to be adding that layer in there. This one will, if it comes all the way down to here, that'll also be a little bit tight, but there's a little bit more room to fit that trade in here and hit its target before this level. That line, I want it to come down and be able to bounce back up and clear its targets before running into that line. And then, so for this trade, I'm going to move the target down to about here because that's where I want the target to be for this trade. So I'm going to take a little bit less profit on that one for the sake of probability. Okay, well, that market is doing its thing. Oh, it's trying to pop down. I'm going to just go and try and load up Alveo again. Just see if I can run it. Just going to give it its time to see if it will load. Okay, we might have a nadir candle. And there's our profit target. Nice big 1 minute bar. And it's trying to come and test those highs. It should be no problem to get there. Okay, another pretty strong close for that bar. Should have enough energy to take that target out. Comes back down here. I'll grab another trade here. And I'll grab one trade here. Well, it didn't seem to have enough energy to get there. Before that bear candle came in anyway. And it seems like we've got a little bit more price action pushing up through this area now rather than the news pivot. All right. There we go. There's that last target hit. And we're ahead now. What did we start things out at? Started out at 504.22 this morning. $504.22. And we're at $509.24. So we're up $5. And Alveo is not loading up. Again. Okay, if this pushes down a little farther, I'll get into another buy. One more push. Just gonna measure. Oh, there it is. Buy that. There we go. That target's in a great spot. And a target hit. Good trade. Yeah, Alveo wouldn't load and then it shut itself down. Oh man, I'm gonna just send them a message, just let them know, because I had recently said it looks like my Alveo is running, just like the day before. I told them I was able to trade. It looks good finally, but it now won't load. So I'm just gonna shoot them a quick message while I'm thinking of it. All right, just got that message sent, and I'm gonna just get into another buy right in here. That brings that target in a decent spot. Okay, we got this. I guess technically this, we had a pullback through here, and that candle is, I guess technically the nadir candle for now, with its wick lower there, and we've tried to move back up and just had very small candles, not able to break the high of that nadir candle. But now you can see building a little bit of a resistance spot there that we're pushing through right now. There we go. Another target hit. And it drops back down. I'm going to buy it again because I think it is going to break. So just quickly get into another one. I'm not taking the breakout really. I'm just, that trade is actually before the breakout. It popped right back down. So I quickly grabbed another one, and now the breakout, you know, it's like around this high right here. Oh, trying to draw. I guess you'd call it either here. Yeah, you know what? That's the breakout spot there. Across those body closes. Okay, just coming up to the hour. That first hour was not as active as I was expecting. Thought unemployment claims would get it going a bit. But I mean, it did a little. Okay, gonna try again for the break. And that target comes in right on those highs back here. So we should get it. And there we go. There's another target. And it is the top of the hour. Or right on the new hour right now. So what happens next? Is it going to just start running up? Or is it going to find some resistance? I'm going to pull up the 15-minute chart here. Let's find where the resistance point is. 1.118. Yeah, somewhere right in here. 1.1887. Something like that. I think it should try and break those highs. It should give it a try at least. So I'm going to get ready to, I'm going to buy this dip right there. And that gets us another good target. Right on the previous high now. So I think now we might find a second level right about here on the tops of those candles and the bodies of these candles and that pivot, that nadir candle. So that's a nice level to work off of right there. So I'll get into one trade down here and then probably one or two down here. All right, close to coming into that level. You can push a little deeper, grab one more long. Got my finger on the trigger. One more push. Oh, struggling. There we go. Gonna buy right there. Just squeeze that in there. All right, trying to push back down to that level. So gonna get ready to buy this up. I grab one. Oh, that was not a good fill. I grabbed it as it was pushing back up. I'll try and get one more in, but I got to get a better price on it. It just totally jumped back up as I was pressing the buy. Because I want that target to be below this red line. And we should have got profits on that there. Well, in this case, it didn't matter. We still made the profit. Anyway, there's some activity coming back in. Okay, we got an engulfing candle to the both sides, and then we got a turn. And there's that second target hit. So now we've got that turn. I'm going to buy back into this dip right there. And that fits in there perfectly. And another target hit. Perfect. That was really good timing. Pulled back, grabbed it right on the pullback, hit the buy back in, and we hit another target in less than a minute. That was good timing. And now let's see if we can get all the way back up to that high. Right on it right now. It's just stalling on it. Can we get there? Just leave it. I'm just so tempted to take the profit right now. Just leave it. There we go. Nice. All those trades fired off for profits. You're on your phone at the VA. What is the VA? I just can't think of what that is at the moment. I'm having a sleepy start to the day today. The veterans place. Okay. So is that Veterans Affairs then? Is that what that VA stands for? Or hospital? Okay, we just tagged that resistance line and bouncing off of it. Right now, I'm gonna buy. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good bit. There's that. There's a lot of activity coming in right now. This feels like news. I'm gonna still buy that. I gotta be careful in case this is something. What's going on? This feels like something random. Yeah, this is not news that's on Forex Factory, but something is going on, that's for sure. So just gonna play it lightly. I'll still play it. I'll just do what I do. Same old thing, but I'm just gonna be a little lighter and slower in case this is something big. Okay, there's one target. Nice, second target. And a third target hit. Nice. This is good volatility. I don't know what that is. Not seeing anything for that's posted on the news Forex Factory, but it's moving. Gonna buy here. Okay, I'm gonna buy that dip. Another target hit. That was a nice quick one. I don't know if that candle is news or just people coming into the market. I thought it was just dropping like it was something news. 13 pip candle. So yeah, it just could be just healthy volatility coming into the market is what it seems. That's good. The Veterans Hospital Medical Center. Okay. Oh, that's where Larry is? Yeah. Larry's at the. Yeah, that's what you said. Okay. Well, that's not good to hear. Is he okay? Okay, another target hit. Getting ready for if it pulls back. Or if it jumps up a bunch, I'll also short it. There's the pullback. I'm going to get into a buy right there. It's sitting right on a support level right now. Right here. It's just bumped right back into that. We'll see if we push through or if we can bounce back up. Okay, getting ready to buy this. You can push just a little bit deeper, hit these bottoms right there. Right in here. Okay, push down, I'm gonna buy right there. Okay, that's a decent spot. I'll get another one down here to push us down further. And that target, it comes in right before that red line, which is good. It's right before the apex candle pivot, so it's a good target. Okay, it's trying to push lower. Just get ready to grab another one on this level if it drops. Okay, it's just kind of floating there right for the moment. A couple small candles. We'll see if it's going to push lower or if we can go up. Okay, trying to break this mini consolidation right now. Got just this super tight squeeze here. It's trying to break out of. Okay, it's just still pinching. We've got a pretty good line on the bottom side too that it's trying to break right now. Okay, trying to break to the downside. Aggressive candle coming in here. Lots of action in it. So we should see a bigger move. And we were able to just hit one of those targets. So he was having chemo for. Is Larry okay, or is this something emergent, urgent, or emergent? Just barely missing that target. Oh, just flickered and hit that. Just hit that target. And that last one's off. Oh, that was kind of a good one. As it flickered, we got a better price. So kind of like positive slippage on that one. So that's good. Okay, so we've got this 1 minute price cycle is now run 8 pips. So there's a good chance that will pull back 8 or 9 pips, and we generally get a pullback of some sort. So I just don't want to short here because I feel like we might, this 15-minute line here, if that thing breaks, could be a pretty strong one. So I just don't want to short there. I would maybe short if it ran all the way up here. But I don't want to short on this it is at the top of consolidation here. I just don't quite like it. I just want to be on the buy side if it's going to break to the upside. I think we could manage our way through it if we did short it. Just don't quite like it. Gotta check the time, 9:35. I want to get, it seems like on the top of the hour or at the start of the next hour, we get that reversal. And I don't want to be on the wrong side of that and end up being stuck for a couple more hours like I've done a few times. So we'll just wait a little and see if we can find a couple good, strong buy opportunities, which there should be. If we get a pullback in here, I can just go long. And so far today has been more boring, which is kind of a good thing. Okay. Trying to pull back. I'm going to just start getting into a buy right here. That gets the target in before that high and under the red line. Okay. I'm going to get into another buy right there. And then we'll get into another one down here. Yeah, boring, but made some good profits and no losses yet. I don't think I took a loss yet. We haven't needed to. Oh, yeah, sorry I missed your messages a little bit earlier. This is when I get caught and lose when it does these big pullback and then it comes back after I close out. Oh, so it kind of scares you out of your position. And so we're talking on one of these pullbacks in here. And if that's what's happening, then you've got to learn to trust your stop losses or trust your price cycles, like measure them over and over and over so that you have confidence that on average you don't hit your stop losses. So there's a target hit. You want to know your price cycle so well that it doesn't bother you the slightest to see these things happen. And so that's either like a bit of a trust issue in your stop losses, or you could help yourself by measure the price cycles more so that you're very confident that on average you're just you're going to be okay. So that can help you if I'm understanding it correctly. All right, we're at 521. So we'll just wait for some more pullbacks as this market's just grinding up. I don't mind this though. If it keeps pulling back, let's just keep on doing it. Same thing over and over. Okay, if it pushes just a little bit deeper, I can get into a buy. Right there, I'm gonna buy it, and the target just comes in below the red line. So that's good. Also, you choose when to trade in only one or two trades at a time. Yeah, the market just hasn't pulled back for me to get into my heavier levels. It just hasn't pulled back very much at all. So it's only been just these little light onesie twosie kind of trades. But that's good. I'm happy with that. Makes for a much easier session. I do have my support and resistance lines drawn in the charts to help too. My problem is over trading instead of one or two trades at a time. Okay, so define how many trades is too much. And then when you become disciplined, then you won't be concerned when those markets pull back on you, especially when my account is extremely small. Yeah. So predefine how many trades you can fit in. Like maybe two trades is too much. I don't really know, depending on the size of the account, but make sure that your trades happily fit within your stop loss zone and calculate whether you've got room for more trades to add into that until the point where you hit your stop loss. Make sure that it all fits in nice and comfortably before hitting the stop loss. And if you do that calculation, you can have the confidence to go through those swings that come at you. Like when that swing came in, I did say I was going to be light in case it went far against me, but like for me, it was very light. I didn't care if it was going to run another 10 or 20 pips against me. It's totally fine because I know that my 35 pip stop losses rarely get hit. And I have that confidence and assurance that if I stack into my trade system the right way and I get into my trades at my heaviest at the end of the line, that it will work out. On average, it works out. So, but I mean, that just totally takes practice. But the confidence comes from measuring and making sure that you're calculating that your sizing is not oversized. And then when it comes to operating, you're not putting too many trades on because you've pre-calculated how many trades is okay. I'm gonna get a buy right here. And then I can get into another one down here. And I kind of see this this line seems to be kind of moving up, so I might shoot opposite direction. Okay, so maybe are you having a little bit of trouble letting it run to your target? And if that's the case, maybe you need to shrink your target. Like, let me show you. Well, I'll go to the 1 minute chart over here and let's measure right in here, we've got this price cycle is 5 pips. And we've got this price cycle that's almost 5 pips. And then we've got this leg. That one is 8 pips. And let's measure this one. That one is 6 pips. So just in the past 4 price cycles, we've had 4 pip price cycles and even 8 pip. So if you're to enter and you can take just a small portion of any of those cycles, that's probably a good idea for your target. So like for me, it's 2 pips, but you could definitely do 3 pips. And you'll get the majority of the time you're going to hit that target if you're waiting for the pullback. Yeah, maybe MT5 would be better to measure the moves. Yeah, I would say you have to measure your price cycles so that you know how to implement your targets. Your targets should be based off of your price cycles. Like I know that these 1 minute price cycles, they're generally 3, 4, 5 pips. The bigger 1 minute price cycles are 9, 10 pips. And so I know with my 2 pip targets, if I wait for a pullback, it's super high probability. And I'm taking my losses in my own control. I don't take the losses when it hits my stop losses. I mean, yesterday we had that situation where the ejection type situation happened, but that just rarely happens. And I can hit those 2 pips over and over and over, knowing full confidently that the average and probability is that 2 pip target is going to get hit before anything else. As long as I wait patiently for my pullback. Yeah, the ATR could give you a good assistance as well, for sure. But I hope I'm communicating where my confidence comes from, because you need to have that confidence in order to not be scared by the market. I mean, this whole game is about fear and conquering it. And how do we conquer that fear? And it comes from really measuring and knowing our numbers so well that the market doesn't really scare us because we've done all the math and the calculating. And like my calculations aren't perfect at all. I just try and leave a lot of leeway for some error. So I generally am on the light side of my max position sizing. I just stay on the light side so that if I have some errors, it's not a big deal. If you're really leveraging hard, then you've got to be even more precise. It's a lot easier on the mind to be trading lighter. And you feel like you're fighting less. You feel like you're in less of a war. All right, I'm going to grab one more buy here. Right on that little level right in here. We'll grab another one or two down here. Okay, cool. Yeah, Vin, my goal is to be able to help. Like, I want you to make it. It's such a hard job, and so many people never get there. And I think that most people don't realize how hard it is, and there's an underestimation of, how much work and effort it takes to find your system and your ebb and flow and how you view the market and how you operate in the market. It's so hard to get there. So I want to help you. I want to help whoever comes in here. If I can help you get there, that is definitely my goal. And I'm barely there myself, really. Like, I'm still just learning. I've been in this for 10 years now, and I'm starting to gain traction. But I have much more confidence these days. And it comes from the knowing my numbers. Okay, so we are just 5 minutes away from the hour. So I'm going to try and make this my last setup if I can. And then we'll call it a day. I've got to get to some more things I got to get to today. So hopefully this doesn't go running against me right at the on the hour. It's okay. I've got the confidence that my the way that I enter the market, and when it runs against me, that's just fine. It just means there's more opportunity for me to make some more money. Okay, 5 minutes to the hour. Yeah, real trading. Oof. Real trading is so hard to get there. It is. No kidding. I mean, investing in the markets, over the months and the year is one thing, but when you're coming down to trade for income during the day, it's a whole different game. And it's the psychology that makes it a different game. Like, literally the like the fundamentals are the same when you're investing in the longer term. Like, you're applying all the same principles, but when you come down to do it on the short time frames, the psychology is what gets me, gets everybody. The fear becomes very difficult to handle. But you can absolutely get there. We're getting there through knowing our price cycles, knowing our numbers. It gives us the confidence to not be afraid and to successfully pull in consistent profits. think it's waiting for crude oil news. Yeah, when was that? Was that on this hour? Uh, natural gas is at in half an hour. Right now we've got existing home sales is on the hour. Yeah, FOMO is very real. Okay. See if we can finish this trade setup up. Got existing home sales in 10 seconds. See if that does anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, negative on the dollar. It's down quite a bit. Okay, there's a target hit. Gonna buy again. And I'm gonna just pull this target down a little bit more. Just want to see if I can get a higher probability of getting out of it. Just bringing it into those lows a little bit. I just want it to be able to tag it and get me out of here for now. Okay, there's one target, and we've got a nice little easy target to hit now. There we go. Nice. Right on. So we're at 524, and we started out at 504, so we made 20 bucks. All right, we're at 10,524.14. Oh, I should just pull up the trade history real quick first. I'm going to dump all these chart objects. Get rid of all that. And just put the trade history on. And this was a much nicer session than yesterday. So we started back in here. And I started, the very first trade was a short trade. It was like a half a pip, maybe a little bit more. Very first one in there. And then we went long. Got a long there. We got a long there. 2, 3, 4 longs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It looks like we got about 23, 24 trades, all winners today. And it's because the market didn't really go anywhere. It just barely, it went from this zone right over here to a maximum of this zone here, which is only 14 pips. So that kind of just led to an easier session today. But so let's go to see what we started out at today. 10,504. So I'm going to punch that in. 10,504.22 equals $19.92, and then divide that by 10,504.22 times 100. And so we're at 0.19% gain on the account today. So that's great. That's nice and consistent with our other sessions. So we'll wrap it up there. Vin, thanks so much for hanging in the whole time. And I know it was an easier session, which was kind of nice. It was kind of boring, but that's kind of what we want, though. So yeah, have a good rest of your day, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Finish up the week, hopefully in a similar fashion.